Hello, hello. It has been a minute. Um, I've been feeling a little bleh. So, kind of been off YouTube. Haven't really been recording. Haven't even really been in my craft room. Um, so, it is what it is. I'm very behind on everything, all of my challenges. Um, I guess I can't say I'm behind on my challenges because um, neither Melina did not have a scrap busters again this week. Her and her family are out sick. Sorry, I just caught a glare of my phone and I'm like, is my screen cracked? um so third week with no scrap busters, and then not cracked, but it feels like there's a big old scratch in my screen. But she did a collage. Sorry, it's bugging me because this is a new phone. Huh, Roxy Creations just dropped a what's in my box video. I think they're just scratches. But anyway, sorry, distracted. And Gail did a collage. Her Scrappy Saturday was collaging book covers. I don't need any more book covers, so I just went ahead and skipped scrap busting with Melina and Gail for week 20. Um, we are entering week 21. We have the Marguerite Miller challenge to be filming tonight. It is currently Tuesday morning. You probably won't see this video though until Wednesday. So, last night, if you will, I have Carrie Griffith's perpetual prompts that I still have to video for Wednesday morning. Doing some more on this. I'm really, 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 really behind on the 100-day challenge. So yeah, I'm just feeling kind of blech. So I have my two signatures. I off camera, I went through my papers, figured out what I wanted to put in here. So I did want to show what I did with these. So these papers were white on the inside, and I didn't want to, rather than wasting ink to print on the back, because again, I have an inkjet printer. I can't coffee stain after I print because then it just smears the ink. So having white on the inside, what I did for these was, as you can see, I sewed 2 pages together. So I sewed lace down one side. So on this one, for example, I've sewn the lace to this page, and then on the back, I've sewn it to this page. So the lace is on different pages, and then so I sewed here and here down on the short sides of all the pages to give them that decoration. And then I put the pages together and I sewed together across the top and across the bottom. And what that has done is created a pocket here and a pocket here, right? That'll be sewed closed when the signature is sewn together. Hope that makes sense. You can see all the different laces. This is the other page that I did the exact same thing. So the lace on. So I'm just going to do a quick little flip through of the papers that are in here, and then we're going to start decorating. I kind of go back and forth between attaching the signatures to the spine before I decorate or after. And for me, it kind of depends on how much stamping and stenciling I'm going to be doing versus assembling die cuts, for example. I do plan to do a lot of stenciling and stamping in this. Probably do some die cuts a little bit later, after the fact or onto the ephemera. But for the most part, on the pages, I'll be doing stenciling and stamping. So I want to be able to do these flat. If they're sewn into the onto the spine already, it's, the whole thing is together. It's floppy. And so it doesn't make for good stamping or good stenciling. So I'm going to do that first, and then I will attach it to the spine. Oh my, did I turn my mouse off before I set anything down? So just kind of going through, I have this 11 by 17 legal size paper. I think it's 11 by 17, 8.5 by, anyway, whatever legal is. I folded it here so that it's the width I would need. And then what I'm going to do on this side is, for now, I'm just going to fold this in because I don't know what I want to do with it yet. Make sure that I'm... So this is just to kind of get it in the book. I could go this way with it, right? And glue here and here and make this another pocket. Or I could leave this like that and glue another piece of paper here. Like, okay, I don't have anything handy. Yeah. So glue it like this. And then this becomes a flip. For now, I'm just going to fold it because I don't know what I want to do with it. I don't know what I want to do yet. This is a bag. That I have folded in half. And obviously, as a bag, one half is already open, the other side is not. I just have to decide, do I want to cut this open and make this a pocket as well? Or leave it closed like this and then it's another page. But this side will be a pocket. It's already, it's already open, so that side will be a pocket. A lined page, blue page. This is a coffee stained CD sleeve. It does just have a sheet of book page in there, which it's not glued in, I don't think, yet. So that can be changed out if I want to put something different in there, or I want to rough that up, grunge that up. But this will be decorated to match the theme and attached somewhere. Haven't decided yet, but it could go like this on the edge of a page again, and then this will flip out, and of course there'll be a pocket there. If I do this, then I also need to decide what to do with the flap. I could glue here and here, and then this be a side tuck. I could glue this down and then just put something over it to cover, like another, like a side pocket. Glue this down flat, and then put something wider here to cover it. Put a page decoration down or some sort of a side tuck pocket there. This is a technique I watched a video on this, and it's kind of cool. It's kind of fun. And I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence with it, but we're gonna put it in here. But basically, taking the paper, and it's funny, it already tore that one, and you're going to go through and tear out squares. But you're taking the paper, you're sewing the squares or sewing the shapes, inking it, dyeing it, stamping it, decorating it, however you're going to do. And then going over it with a matte medium, a sealant, watered down Elmer's glue, whatever you choose to do. And then you're going to go through and randomly tear out squares like I did here. Now, my plan is to do it up against this. And so when I tear squares out, it reveals, pieces of this paper underneath. Now, because this one has already torn, I'm going to go ahead and tear out 2 squares there versus just one. So you can see when I tear it out, you can see the flowers underneath. So I'll be doing that throughout this whole thing, tearing out different squares, not always side by side like this. Like I said, I just did that one because it was already torn. But trying to randomize that as best I can. This is wallpaper. So here's the problem I have with using this wallpaper is that it has this printing on the back. It's always how do I cover that? What am I going to do with that? In this case, I have this. And I have 4 pieces of the wallpaper, I think, in each, or 2 pieces in each signature. So this is not going to be my solution on all 4 of them, but it is going to be my solution on 2 of them. So what I'm going to do is after I stencil some background on this, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue this in like this. So here I will glue along this edge, and I'll glue right here in the center. So I don't have to glue in the center. It will get, when it gets sewn in, it'll stay there. But I just want it, just so that this doesn't move on me, I am going to put some glue down the center here. So this then becomes a belly band. So you'll be able to slide something like this. And it covers up this. And because it's not wide enough, because I could go here, but then that leaves me a weird break spot, in my opinion, for over here. So I did slide it over a bit. I'm going to run some lace along here just to decorate that and cover that raw edge there. But again, I got to stencil before I can glue down. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do with this side. I'm going to have that much, that little, is going to be showing, which I don't mind. It kind of looks like lace, and it does have a flower. But if I don't glue that down, I have to figure out how I have to cover this side, so that if I'm going to leave this this part as a flip, I want the back to be covered. And you can write on this, so I might just leave this as writing space. I don't know. Still kind of deciding on that. This is piano roll, and it is attached to book page that is folded for the signature. Says, when the autumn leaves are falling, and my golden dreams come true. I don't know what song that's from. There's the other half of the piano roll. Very fragile paper. I don't know that I will put anything on that. I might, looks like I might have to on this one, at least put something on this edge right here, because it is starting to crack already. Just a sheet of green ledger paper. I did a silent video showing how I did this. This is lace covered sheet music. This here is made with paper from Chewy, the Chewy subscription box. My neighbor gets probably a dozen boxes from Chewy every day, it seems. So when I get low, I go over and I rob her boxes of all the packing paper. It is perforated automatically when you get these. So I just did 2 sheets, and then I tore one down to make it as pockets. And then on this front, I just used an old Simplicity or something catalog, and I just covered the inside of that front pocket just to give it some strength. And I will be doing some stenciling and stamping and stuff on this, as well as inking and gluing the sides here and here to turn these into pockets. Here's another one of these. And then I have this pink piece of paper. And again, this is folded up only because where my stencil ended, these stencils are only this wide. So I didn't like how it was a different pattern down here. So I just folded that up. We're going to make that a little pocket. Here's the other piece of wallpaper. And I don't know how I'm going to cover that yet. I haven't figured that out yet. And then I have these 2 pieces that are going to be in the center that will turn separately. Okay. So there's that signature. And then this one, it's similar. Again, I got another one of these pockets. Wallpaper. And again, I'm going to do the same thing with that. And as you can see, this one, the patterning is different. Where it lands is different. So this one will be all the way up to the edge. And because it's so close, I don't, I did that too because I don't want to put lace here when there's lace already right here. That's too close. So again, I'll glue here and here. That'll be a belly band. And then not sure what I'm going to do on this end. Another piece of dyed paper that I did. I made this was one of my bingo challenge things, inspired by Camellia Crafts. So there's a little journaling card that goes in the pocket, little notepad, and then this is also a belly band. And this is book page that has been covered with coffee dyed exam paper. The paper that they put on exam tables. I've got like 6 or 10 rolls of it. So yeah, just coffee dyed it. This is what I was talking about with the other one. This was installed. You can see the little flap. You can kind of see right here. It is on the inside. It's sandwiched between the exam paper and the book page and sewn in. So this is attached already. I just have to decide, do I want to keep that in there? Do I want to rough it up any? Do I want to grunge it up? What do I want to leave it? Do I want to decorate it? What do I want to do? And then, of course, what, if anything, do I want to do with the back? Do I want to do anything with this? Another one of those Chewy pockets. This is a page out of my Washington book. I thought it was very pretty. Very, places you would see butterflies. And you'll see what I did with the other half of this in just a minute. Another one of the lace covered pages. Other wallpaper that I don't know yet what I'm going to do with the inside. This lined pocketed page. Coffee stained cardstock. Grid paper. Line paper. Blue paper. Again, this is hand dyed paper, and I'm going to fold that just like I did that other one. Because again, I don't know what I want to do with it yet. And the center of this signature is a folded up bag. And again, same as before, I got to decide, do I want this to just be a double-sided decorated page, or do I want to slit this open and turn it into a pocket? So the other side of the signature, I mean, everything pretty much looks the same except this page here. You'll see I got stitches running here. So what I did here was, this is the other side of that page. See? But I took this and I sewed it on there. And again, I tore out random spots to just kind of reveal the picture underneath. So you can see just the little tip of the tree here. You can see some of the grass, some of the water, the edge of the rock. Not really fun, nothing functional, just something decorative. So that's what I'll be doing with that other one. I just gotta do it. Other half of that, other half of that. Ta-da. So there's that signature. So let's get rolling. Wow, that was 20 minutes going through those. So first things first is going to be this bag. My neighborhood is really loud this morning. I'm wondering if the equipment is out next door again. So I am going to go ahead and I'm going to open this up and make this a pocket on both sides. And with doing that, I also need to evaluate this little flap here. Is it worth gluing down, or can I just peel it off? And in this case, I can peel it off. It's not structurally doing anything. So peel that off. And also, because this is a bag, I don't want it to be able to gusset open. So as you can see, I've already glued the sides. I've glued the gussets closed for the most part. And I've glued one side down on the inside. Just got a little bit more down in the corner, because when the bag is closed, it's hard to get all the way down into that corner. But you want to glue those down so that when you're sliding stuff in, you're not getting caught on stuff. And again, this is done so that the bag doesn't open up and expand. So let's see, what do I want to put on here? I do have my tall and skinnies. My stencils are very grungy from my last dyeing session. Throw that away, throw that away. It's going up against the purple. Let's do it in purple. Stencil the background in some purple. I only have a little blender brush for my purple. It's got purple ink all over myself trying to grab that. So my daughter messaged me to let me know that they went to urgent care this morning. Apparently the allergies are bad enough that can't really breathe and are having some gagging issues from the drainage. So they went into the walk-in clinic to go get seen. I'm like, well, it for sure is allergy season. Allergy season is afoot. Didn't have my long skinny plate out. Let's do this in black. So watching this, I'm sure you can imagine how difficult it would be to stamp and stuff if it was already sewn into the book, right? Give that a squish. Let me get a stamping page. grab my stencil. So this is just to stamp off any extra ink that may hang out. And again, working with the archival inks, it doesn't typically come off. You know, as you see, it leaves just a faint little amount that doesn't come back off the stencil. Is there anything? Where to go? I'm like, where to go? Where do I want to just do that down here as well? Yeah, I think I do. I think I do. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Again. See, there's a little bit more because I didn't, you know, it wasn't dry. You know, I had to get up to get this piece of paper. So by the time I got back to my desk, the ink that was on the stamp was pretty much dry. So it didn't stamp off so much the first time as it did this go around. So there's that. What do I want to do on the inside here? You know what I'm looking for? There's what I'm looking for. Huh. Oh, crap. I put the lid over there. I mean, I put the ink over there and like was trying to bring the ink to the project. Let's do that the correct order here. So you might not be able to tell, but the very tip of the stencil does not fit on the block, so I'm having to like push that tip down in there. This also is not wide enough to fit all the way across, so we'll be stamping it twice. Let's get you squished down up there. Real light and subtle, which I'm okay with. And that's the ink. It's not, you know, anything other than, you know, than that. This particular ink pad is nearly dead. So it doesn't stamp real dark. And I'm also on brown paper, so just wanted to carry that over all the way to the edge there. So I almost feel like I want to do die cut butterflies. So I did stamping, do some die cutting. So I don't have I really have butterfly stencils that I like. I mean, I have these ones, but to me, they're very cartoony. Let's see. I do have this stack of stuff over here too that I've pulled out to use. So this might help guide me a little bit in what I want to do on this page. I do have this mess I have to deal with, so I should probably cover this with something. My stuff is waiting to fall off. So yes, I'm going to do this. I made this, I don't know how long ago. It has been hanging out in my pocket box for I don't know how long. So I'm just going to put this here. And with that, I mean, it's dual purpose. It actually covers up where the paper was torn there. It covers a majority of the page so that I don't have to decorate too much. And it's like, oh, this is not sticking down. Okay. And there's flowered lace across the top there. So then this creates a pocket. And remember, this is also a pocket here. We have this side. I think I just want to find a paper to cover that side with. These are over the page belly bands. Gail Agostinelli did a tutorial on it. And I love them. I think they are very, very cool. So it automatically decorates the majority of her page. I don't know if I want that, you know? Brain. We're going to scratch that. Different idea. I'm going to deal with this later. Got this. Got this. I have the other one. See, what I was thinking here was this, but I'm not really liking the color combo there. Not really liking the color combo here. Same with this one. It's like, eh. So maybe I can do that with, that might be the solution for one of these. We'll see how it works out in that other signature, but so this is meant to be a side tuck. I don't mind that. I could do that. Cover this, leave this as just a flap. Is there somewhere else I can use that other? Let's get to the other half of the, woo, the other half of the signature. I like the other way. Go the other way. These are fuzzy, which is cool. But this is, so this is a pocket here. And it's a tuck here. Plus a belly band here. And when you flip the page over, you have the belly band here. Do I want to do anything with the background of that paper, though? Or do I like it? think I'm going to leave it just the way it is. I don't think I'm going to, I was debating on whether or not I wanted to stencil behind it. Just putting a little dab of glue at the top and at the bottom. And that's just to keep this from sliding around inside the book. It's not going to impact the functionality at all. That's still going to be a pocket. That's still going to be a tuck. This is still going to be a belly band. It's just not going to be able to slide back and forth on the page. Am I straight? There we go. So there's that piece. Let's see, where did I put that other one? So here, I'm going to go ahead and glue this down after I did make these on a video. I made a whole bunch of these actually. But yeah, I did make them on a video. And I'm also going to leave this. I'm not going to stencil it because I do like that caramel color. And a little tiny bit of that print, excuse me, will show will be visible. Pardon me. Sorry about that. Oh, a major coughing fit that just came out of nowhere. I could feel it coming. Okay. And so, yeah, I'm going to cover this half of this page so that that's just, and this is just going to be a decorative flip in the center of the page. Leaving that alone for now. Decide what I want to do. I'll leave that as writing space. I may stencil or put die cuts or something on here. Let's do that. Let's not say I'm going to, let's just do. So I have this whole stack of stencils. They are mandalas, but I also feel that they definitely lend themselves to being lace-ish as well. I'm like, do I have any brown on my dauber? Now, I do have to be wary. I have to be cognizant in using these stencils because they are, as you saw, they are on a hoop. They're on a ring. So there is a hole up there underneath my hand. Right there. that the ring goes through. So if I don't want that hole, if I don't want that circle as part of my stencil, I got to make sure that I don't go over that. And these are also numbered. So this has a number 24 up in the corner. So if I don't want that number, I also need to be careful about not stenciling over that number. So just a little something on that page to I'm like, where did my green go? This ink pad is shedding. And then let's get my purple back out. Oh, there it is. I'm like, where'd my purple blending brush go? Go figure. I put it away. Oop. There we go. A little something on there. This is obviously going to be writing space. Do I want to leave it? Let's give it some ink around the edges at least. Let's start with that. Oh, and this is brushed corduroy, by the way. It's just a very, very light brown. So, in comparison to walnut stain, brushed corduroy. The purple I've been using is Seedless Preserves. So the ink pad was shedding bad. So, or I can go this way. And then just cover this up on the inside. Yep, so I'm just going to put, I get my glue to go. Stubborn glue. I'm going to put a bead of glue up this way and a bead of glue up this way. And then I'm going to glue this up here. So glued top and bottom. So this is a tuck spot. And then this will flip out. Journaling spot, writing spot. I'll decorate this. I will decorate this. Okay, for this, get this inked up first. Again, I'm going to do this in purple. String everywhere. String everywhere. Ink the edge here. Ink the edges. Okay. I have to decide before I glue this down, is there anything I want to put on the back? And I do. I want to put, where's my tree stencil? Let's do this backwards, just so that I have room. I am pushing space on my desk for sure. So let's, what is the holdup here? Like something is hanging up. Okay. Like, where's my brown? I'm gonna do walnut stain on this again. It's brown on brown, so I don't have to go all the way down. Just remember, the pockets are gonna be covering a lot of it, so. Using my arm here to hold the ink pad where I want it. In case you're wondering why I'm crossing over and being so awkward there. This puts the ink pad up against my arm and gives me some leverage. So not much, just want, just something in the background there. So again, when the pocket is up, let's see, I do want something a little bit more. Just gotta figure out where I was at here. There just wasn't anything really there. There's still not a lot, but, and then I'll go ahead and glue these sides down. Get my glue to go. I could put glue down the center here, but I don't really need to because, again, once the signatures are sewn in, it's going to seal this center part of the pocket. There's that. That over there out of the way. Let's see. I turned my fan down. Getting a little, my heater, not my fan, turn my heater down. It's getting a little toasty in here. It's going to be short enough for that side. Nope. And that doesn't matter because, again, these are going to be on opposite sides of the signature. So it can be different. I am going to do it all, both sides in purple, though. So there's that up against that to decide what I want to do there. This, I'm going to go ahead and glue. I want to do why do I want to do a little thumb pull? Not necessarily. It's not necessary. You don't have to do it. So open it up, folded it half A. It puts the divots the same depth and approximately the same distance on the page. Not super vital because, again, they're going to be on opposite sides of the signature unless you're putting it in as your center page. Mine is not, so it is not, super vital that, they're even, but it also makes my punch happier. And again, I have to figure out what I'm going to do there. Wow, hour and 10 minutes. So there is signature one. For the most part, I'm going to do some stuff off camera, like doing the tearing of this, the covering of this. And then I'll get this glued down, get the lace on here. I missed this part. This is actually going to be, I'm going to do the same thing. This is going to be attached here. And I'm going to tear out pieces so that you see parts of the butterfly and parts of the tree and stuff peeking through. But this is going to be glued down once it's torn. It's not going to be a flappy like this because this is not attached. I mean, I could glue it down to the blue page, I suppose. And then this would just be a flappy. Something to think about. Anyway, and so there's some things I still got to figure out. I got to decide what I'm going to do with this. Yeah, so signature 1 is on its way. Thanks for tuning in, and hit the notification bell so you know when I'm dropping more videos, and yeah, all the YouTubey things. We will talk to you in the next video. Bye.